We will now look at the term the right hand of God, from which the motto Tu et mon droit has been established. We will look at various biblical verses. The use of the phrase right hand in the King James Version of the Bible may refer to several things depending upon the context in which it is used. The right hand is a place of distinction and favour, as opposed to that of judgment or punishment. The right hand is a place of wisdom, as opposed to foolishness. The right hand signifies the direction of the south and the left hand the north, when facing the sun. The right hand is a place of honour. Because of this, it is raised in swearing. The relation of the right hand in hand-to-hand combat is especially important, as it is of greater value when holding a weapon and thus would be more important to protect. Would be the hand more targeted by the enemy? And since it would be the most vulnerable, with the shield being held in the left hand, would also be the place of greater danger and honour. Giving the right hand after a battle symbolized submission to the victor. The right hand is the place of power and strength. Please visit this link here for more information. Moving on to factors to details. Let's briefly touch with the term and how it is relevant. As you have seen from scriptures, the right hand was deemed the hand of authority, strength, and gratitude. Studies suggest that an average of 70 to 90% people are right-handed, with the remainder being left-handed and ambidextrous. To sit at one's right hand means a place of authority. It was a place of honour. It meant dignity and rulership. Throughout the Old Testament, there is used what are called anthropomorphism to describe God in some functional characteristic. This is figurative language, describing a certain characteristic of God. It is describing his divine actions from a human viewpoint. The term at the right hand of God points to his exalted position he now is active on. There are numerous things that need to be considered to understand this phrase. The phrase right hand is a metaphor. God exercises his authority by his right hand. Right after Peter writes of the resurrection, he says, "Who has gone into heaven and is at the right hand of God, angels and authorities and powers having made subject to him." If he is God the Father, then they are already subjected to him. If he is only a man, then the ruling of the universe is in a human's hands. So it is as in all authority was given to him in both heaven and earth. This is something he did not have, as he came to earth in a state of humility. We will now look at two photographs. They are one photograph, which has been turned upside down. This first photograph was taken with a Nokia E71 mobile phone using a 3.2 megapixel camera. The photograph was turned 180 degrees upside down. So what we see are two different types of faces, if you like, and I have outlined what I can see. I will zoom in. Zooming in again. So on the first photograph on the left, we have the original photograph taken of the skull with the crown and 3/4 white circle, again outlined here. Remembering this is a 3.2 megapixel camera. This was one of the first mobile phone cameras to come out at its time. Here is the mouth. Here is a 3/4 white circle that you can actually see. We move over to the second photograph, which is the photograph upside down. What I was able to see from this picture is a face, their eyes are there, so the eyes, the nose, and a mouth with a top and a bottom lip. And I've noticed a collar here, which would have been, or which is the crown, upside down, a four-pointed crown. You can just about make it out. And on top here, where the mouth is on the first picture, it now looks like a star. This is the only photograph where the face looks like this, which sits here in this U shape of the vein. Now going back to the original, I would also like to point out that these veins here, there is a connecting vein. So this vein is directly running through the middle of the face beneath it and is attached as well. So these veins are all attached to obviously the area here. I'm going to zoom back out again. In this respect, it is the wrist of the right arm hand which the sign has manifested. I will now end this section and move on to our final piece, conclusion. Thank you.